From serial to making a murderer, true crime has taken America by storm. Podcasts, documentaries, and TV shows about real-life mysteries dominate our screens and airwaves. But why are we so obsessed? Is it just entertainment? Or is there something deeper driving this fascination? Today we're diving into the psychology behind America's love for true crime, exploring why we can't look away and whether we should. Let's get started. True crime isn't just a genre, it's a cultural phenomenon. In 2024 alone, true crime podcasts like Crime Junkie and My Favorite Murder racked up millions of downloads, while Netflix's true crime catalog, like Monster, The Jeffrey Dahmer Story, became global sensations. But this isn't new. Decades ago, Americans were glued to their TVs watching coverage of Ted Bundy's trial or the O.J. Simpson case. So what is it about these stories that keeps us hooked? To understand this, let's start with the psychology. Experts say our fascination with true crime taps into something primal. Dr. Scott Bond, a criminologist, explains that true crime stories trigger our fight-or-flight response, giving us an adrenaline rush without real danger. It's like riding a roller coaster. You feel the thrill, but you're safe at home. Plus, these stories let us explore the darkest parts of human nature from a distance. Psychologists also point to something called the just world hypothesis. We want to believe the world is fair, that bad things only happen to bad people. True crime lets us analyze why crimes happen and how justice is served, reassuring us that order can be restored. But there's a flip side. Some experts, like Dr. Pamela Rutledge, argue that true crime feeds into our morbid curiosity, letting us peek into the abyss of human behavior without crossing the line ourselves. Then there's the puzzle factor. True crime stories are like real-life mysteries. Cases like the Zodiac Killer or the recent Gabby Petito case invite us to play detective, piecing together clues and speculating about motives. This engages our brains in a way that fictional stories often don't. We're not just watching, we're problem solving. But let's pause for a second and hear from you. Here's a question. Is watching true crime wrong, or is it just human nature? Drop your thoughts in the comments or vote in our poll right now. We'll share the results later in the video. True crime doesn't just entertain, it shapes culture. Take Ted Bundy. His charm and good looks challenge the stereotype of what a serial killer looks like, sparking debates about how we perceive evil. More recently, Netflix's The Tinder Swindler and Don't Fuck with Cats showed how true crime can drive real-world action, like crowdsourcing investigations or raising awareness about scams. But this influence isn't always positive. Here's where things get tricky. Some critics argue that true crime exploits real tragedies for entertainment. Families of victims, like those in the Dahmer case, have spoken out about how shows can reopen old wounds. So we have to ask, are we consuming stories to understand human behavior, or are we just gawking at someone else's pain? This brings us to a big question. Is true crime entertainment or exploitation? On one hand, these stories can educate us about justice, psychology, and societal issues. Documentaries like The Innocence Files have even helped free wrongfully convicted people. But on the other hand, the true crime industry often profits off real suffering, sometimes without victims' consent. It's a moral gray area, and it forces us to confront our own role as viewers. So why do Americans love true crime? It's a mix of psychology, curiosity, and the thrill of the unknown. These stories let us explore fear, morality, and justice from the safety of our couches. But as we binge the next podcast or documentary, maybe it's worth asking ourselves, are we seeking understanding, or are we just chasing the next thrill? And what does that say about us? Let's keep this conversation going. Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you think true crime is entertainment, exploitation, or something in between? And don't forget to check out the poll results to see what others think. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.